All right, welcome to this third installment of how to get set up in Canvas. In the last two installments, we've taken a look at how to log in, how to set up the courses that you're going to use Canvas for on your dashboard, and then how to help students do both of those things. This video is going to focus on how to adjust your settings in Canvas, and then how to enable notifications if you want to receive those both to your HCDE email and also other means of receiving notifications, like when students turn in work and things like that. All right, so let's go. I'm going to assume that you're already logged into Canvas and on your dashboard. So the first thing we want to do is set up our account settings. So to do that, we click on Account, and then we're going to drop down here to Settings. So there's a couple things that we may want to set up at first. One of those would be like your name. So for example, Matt is not my first name, but my first name is listed in PowerSchool, and so when I first logged in, it had my first name, which is James, instead of Matt. So to change that, I'm going to go to Edit Settings, and I can put in the name that most people will refer to me by, and then also I can change my display name. And then once you're done with that, just click Update Settings, and you're good. Another thing you can do is change your profile picture. So you just hover over that picture and a little pencil icon pops up, and so you can upload a picture. You can see I like to use my Bitmoji. You should probably see your Google Drive as a registered service. If you don't, I can't remember when I first set this up if I had to go through this process, but this is where you would set up a Google Drive account if it's not already put in there in terms of being linked to your HCDE account. But I think that's already done for you. If it's not, let me know. A couple more things that you might want to customize in settings. You'll notice that your email address with the county is already listed. If you want to add another email address, let's say that you get notifications of a different email address on your phone, you can do that. Now, what I highly recommend for students is that they put in their personal email address when they adjust settings on their account. So to do that, you just click on Add an Email Address, and then they can type in the Gmail address that they most often check. And that way, when they click Register Email, and I think they go through a verification process, they'll be able to send notifications to that email address so that they don't have to log in and check their HCDE student account all the time. So that's pretty handy. The other thing that's nice about Canvas is that it allows you to add other devices and receive like text notifications if you want, or if you're using the app, that's what this is referring to here, this push notification. So what I've done is I've gone into the App Store and I've downloaded the Canvas Teacher app. There is also a Canvas Student app, and I highly recommend that you have students who use their phones download that app because, as I've said, a lot of them don't use their Hamilton County Gmail for anything other than, for example, logging into Canvas. They don't check it. They don't send messages from it. When they download the app, they can enable notifications in the app, and therefore, when you post an assignment or when you send out a message, they're going to be notified through the app, and that tends to be more reliable for them. So I highly recommend that you direct them to the Canvas Student app in the App Store, and it's also available on Android. Now, with the app setup, there's a little bit of a kind of a trick to it. So it's going to ask them what school they're with, and it's going to give them like a little search, like a little magnifying glass and a search box. What they need to type in here is HCDE, okay? And then the result that's going to pull up when they register through the app is it's going to pull up Hamilton County District of Education. instead of department. So that is the correct school that they need to search for. They don't want to search for Signal Mountain, so they don't want to search for that. And then they also don't want to just search for Hamilton County, because there are other Hamilton counties across the country that use Canvas. So they want to, if they just type in the initials HCDE in the app, and then it'll pull up this result, Hamilton County District of Education, that's the right school that they want to choose. And so that really is the only tricky thing about setting up the student app. And of course that would apply to the teacher app as well. So you would want to do the same thing when you choose your school. Type in HCDE into the search and choose Hamilton County District of Education. All right, so that's how you set up some settings there. Of course, you can kind of play around with these and explore those more if you so desire. But that's what I would recommend for that. Now, to set up notifications, you're going to go back to your account, and let me exit out of the screen annotations. Okay, and you're going to click on notifications. And again, this same process applies to students. So what you're going to see is that Canvas allows you to determine what notifications go where. All right, so if I don't want to receive any Canvas notifications to my HCDE email, I can basically, hold on, I can basically click the X box beside each of these options. So if I don't want to receive anything sent to my HCDE email, because I get a lot of emails and I don't want it to be further junked up, then I can just exit everything out. Or if I want to receive everything, I can check it all. This is how you enable notifications. You either exit, you check it, you tell it to send it to you once daily, or you tell it to send it to you weekly. That's what those icons mean, and they're explained up here. Okay, so you see Canvas is very, very flexible, and you can really get very detailed with the type of notifications that you want to get. Push notifications are for devices or for the app, and so you can see that I've enabled notifications for the app because I like to get my notifications through the app. It's just much cleaner, and the app is really user-friendly, so I highly recommend downloading that, especially for students. There's only one major thing that they really can't do through the app, and we'll talk about that in a future session, but that would be the e-portfolios, which are awesome, by the way. But that's really the only thing that they can't use directly through the app, but almost anything else they can do through the app, at least so far that I've found. So that's how you set up notifications. That's how you want to probably show this to your students and have them customize where they want their notifications to go. Again, you want to do that step after you've already gone into settings and after you've put in any additional email addresses or contact information that you want notifications sent to. I haven't really explored any of these other settings here. I haven't needed to, but obviously you can do that if you'd like. And to do that, you would just simply go to Help, and you can learn more about those in the guides or chat or call the hotline. All right, that's all for now. We'll talk about how to get your courses set up in the next video. See you then.